right, now, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I've had the privilege of hearing a lot of stories in my time. Stories that make you laugh, stories that make you cry, stories that make you think. But some of the most powerful stories, the ones that really stick with you, come from folks who have worn the uniform of this great country. Today, we're doing something special, something important right here with our good friends at Signal Health Group. We're going to pull back the curtain and shine a bright, deserving light on the incredible journeys of our veterans after they've come home. We're talking about life after service. It ain't always a straight line. It's a path with its own set of mountains to climb and valleys to cross. But what you're about to see is the power of the human spirit, the kind of grit and determination that is forged in service and then unleashed on the world in the most amazing ways. These aren't just stories about surviving, these are stories about thriving. We're talking about men and women who took everything they learned, every bit of discipline, every ounce of courage, and used it to build new lives, new businesses, and new legacies. So get comfortable. Open your heart and your mind. Signal Health Group and I are proud to bring you these inspiring stories of veterans who are absolutely excelling in civilian life. These are stories of triumph, of leadership, of pure, unadulterated success against all odds. These are the stories that need to be told, that need to be heard, and that will, I guarantee you, leave you feeling inspired and hopeful. Let's get into it. Now, let's talk about something real. When our soldiers come home, sometimes they bring back more than just their duffel bags. They come back with scars, some you can see and some you can't. I'm talking about the kind of adversity that would make most folks crumble. Injuries that change your whole life. Memories that haunt the quiet hours of the night, that's PTSD. And it's a heavy, heavy burden to carry. But here's the thing about a warrior spirit, it doesn't know how to quit. It just knows how to fight. We're about to meet some folks who looked that adversity right in the eye and refused to blink. They took those struggles, those moments of darkness, and they did something incredible. They transformed them. They turned pain into purpose, struggle into strength. It's like a blacksmith taking a piece of metal, putting it through the fire, hammering it, shaping it until it becomes something stronger, sharper, and more resilient than it ever was before. These veterans didn't let their challenges define them. They used them as fuel. They found new missions, new ways to serve, and new reasons to get up every single morning and be a beacon of hope for someone else. That ain't just recovery, that's a victory. The military teaches you a thing or two about getting a job done. It teaches you about strategy, about managing resources, and about leading a team when the stakes are high. So what happens when you take that kind of training and you let it loose in the world of business? I'll tell you what happens. You get some of the most innovative, hard-charging, never-say-die entrepreneurs you will ever meet. These veterans aren't waiting for a handout or an opportunity. They are creating their own. They're building businesses from the ground up, brick by brick. They see a problem and their mind immediately goes to, how do we solve it? What's the mission? They're not afraid of the long hours, the risks, the sacrifice it takes to be your own boss. They've already faced down bigger fears than a spreadsheet or a business loan. They're launching tech companies, opening restaurants, starting construction firms, creating consulting agencies. They are turning their unique skills and their unwavering perseverance into jobs, into innovation, and into cornerstones of their local economies. They're not just building businesses, they're building the American dream. Leadership. Now that's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But what does it really mean? In the military, leadership isn't a title you get, it's a responsibility you earn. It's about putting your people first, about making tough decisions under pressure, and about inspiring others to be their best selves even when things get tough. It's about leading from the front. And when our veterans take off that uniform, that instinct to lead, to guide, to serve a cause greater than themselves, that doesn't just go away, it finds a new home. You see it everywhere. They step into civilian life and they just naturally start uplifting the people around them. They're the ones managing teams in corporate America with a level of calm and clarity that's unshakable. They're the ones coaching the little league teams, organizing neighborhood watch programs, and running for local office. They don't just see a community, they see a unit, a team that needs to be brought together, motivated, and led toward a common goal. They aren't just participants, they are catalysts for positive change, inspiring everyone they meet to stand a little taller. Service doesn't end when the enlistment is up. For so many veterans, that call to serve is woven into the very fabric of their being. It's a lifelong commitment. They might not wear the uniform anymore, but the mission to make a difference, to leave the world a little better than they found it, that mission continues every single day. They see a need in their community, and they don't just walk by. They roll up their sleeves and get to work. They understand that the strength of a nation is built right there in our own neighborhoods. You'll find them volunteering at food banks, building homes for those in need, mentoring at-risk youth, and advocating for causes they believe in. They're not looking for applause or recognition. They're doing it because it's the right thing to do. They're doing it because they know that true strength lies in lifting others up. They are the quiet heroes, the steady hands, the compassionate hearts that are making real, tangible, positive changes in the lives of their neighbors. This is service in its purest form, and it is a beautiful thing to witness. Now, some people think a soldier's strength is all in their muscles, in their ability to endure, but the sharpest weapon any service member has is their mind. The military teaches you to think critically, to solve complex problems, and to never ever stop learning. So when they get the chance to pursue higher education, they don't just show up for class, they show up to excel. They attack their studies with the same discipline and focus they learned in basic training. They see a degree not just as a piece of paper, but as a new tool, a new weapon in their arsenal for success. These men and women are filling our college campuses and universities, bringing a level of maturity and real-world experience that enriches the entire academic environment. They're not just getting degrees, they're earning honors, they're conducting groundbreaking research, and they're becoming professors and scholars themselves. They are living proof that education is a pathway to empowerment. They are inspiring a whole new generation of students, showing them what's possible when you combine a thirst for knowledge with an unshakable work ethic. If you've ever had a real mentor, you know the power they have. A good mentor is a guide, a teacher, a confidant. There's someone who's walked the path before you and is willing to reach back and help you find your footing. And let me tell you, veterans make some of the best mentors on the planet. They've seen it all, they've done it all, and they understand the importance of passing on wisdom to the next generation. They know that true leadership isn't just about your own success. It's about how many people you can help bring along with you. They take this role seriously. They see a young person, whether it's a new recruit, a fellow veteran just starting their civilian journey, or a kid in the neighborhood, and they see potential. They offer guidance, they share their experiences, the good and the bad, and they provide a steadying presence that can make all the difference. They are nurturing the growth of future leaders, helping them navigate challenges and celebrate victories. This is a sacred trust, this mentorship, and it's how legacies are truly built. In the military, you learn to be resourceful. You learn to innovate. You learn to look at a situation with limited resources and figure out a way to complete the mission. They call it field expediency. I call it genius. This mindset, this ability to think outside the box and create transformative solutions is a superpower in the civilian world. Veterans are not just joining industries, they are revolutionizing them. They are the trailblazers, the game changers, the ones who aren't satisfied with the way it's always been done. They bring a fresh perspective, a tactical mind, and a fearless approach to problem solving. You see it in technology, where they're developing new software to improve logistics or security. You see it in healthcare, where they're creating new systems to better care for patients. You see it in manufacturing, where they're streamlining processes to make things more efficient. They are constantly pushing the envelope, driving progress, and finding new and better ways to get things done. They're not just following the path, they're blazing a whole new trail for others to follow. There are some experiences, some emotions that words alone just can't capture. The realities of service, the camaraderie, the loss, the pride. It's a complex tapestry of feelings. For many veterans, the path to processing these deep experiences is found through creativity. Art becomes more than just a hobby. It becomes a language. It becomes a powerful therapeutic outlet to channel their stories, their memories, and their emotions into something tangible, something beautiful, something that can be shared with the world. Whether it's through painting, sculpture, music, poetry, or photography, they are transforming their inner landscapes into breathtaking works of art. Each brushstroke, each musical note, each written word is a step on the journey of healing and understanding. This creative expression is not only a lifeline for the veteran artist, but it's also a bridge to the civilian world, giving us a window into their experience, fostering empathy, and starting important conversations. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the healing power of art. When you've dedicated a portion of your life to serving your country, that spirit of service becomes a part of you. It's a deep-seated desire to give back, to contribute to the greater good. And for many successful veterans, this spirit manifests as incredible generosity. I'm talking about philanthropy. These are men and women who have achieved success in their civilian lives and are now turning around and using their resources to create massive positive change. They haven't forgotten where they came from, and they are determined to lift others up. They are funding scholarships for military children, building centers for homeless veterans, supporting mental health initiatives, and donating to causes that strengthen our communities. This isn't just about writing a check. It's about strategic, heartfelt investment in the future. They are embodying the principle of service before self in a whole new arena. Their generosity is creating ripples of hope, providing opportunities, and ensuring that the legacy of service and support continues for generations to come. It is a powerful display of character and compassion. Adapt and overcome. That's not just a catchphrase in the military, it's a fundamental principle for survival and success. Service members are constantly trained to think on their feet, to adjust to rapidly changing environments, and to stay mission-focused no matter what curveballs are thrown their way. This incredible resilience and adaptability are some of the most valuable skills a veteran brings to civilian life. The world outside the military can be unpredictable, but for someone who's been trained to thrive in chaos, it's just another challenge to be met. They can walk into a new job, a new city, a new industry, and they don't just survive, they flourish. They learn new skills quickly, they integrate into teams seamlessly, and they maintain a level of poise under pressure that is simply unmatched. They face bigger challenges than a new software system or a difficult client. This ability to pivot, to learn, and to grow in any environment is what makes them such valuable assets to any organization and such inspiring examples of what it means to be truly resilient. We talked about mentorship before, but it's so important we got to come back to it. The impact of a veteran mentor isn't a one-time thing. It's an echo. It's a gift that keeps on giving, shaping the future in ways we can't even imagine. When a veteran takes the time to guide someone, to share their hard-won wisdom, they are starting a chain reaction of positivity. They are shaping future leaders, instilling values like integrity, discipline, and compassion that will be carried forward. Think about the ripple effect. That young person they mentored goes on to become a leader themselves, and they in turn mentor someone else, passing on those same lessons. It's about building meaningful connections that transcend a single conversation or a single piece of advice. It's about fostering a culture of support where everyone feels empowered to reach their full potential. The veteran mentor is the rock thrown into the pond, and the ripples of their influence spread far and wide, strengthening our communities and our country for years to come. Life is going to throw punches. That's a fact. And for some of our veterans, those punches come in the form of diversity challenges, of prejudice, of people underestimating them because of where they come from, what they look like, or the uniform they wore. They step into a world that doesn't always understand their journey or appreciate their sacrifice. They face hurdles that have nothing to do with their skill or their character. But let me tell you something about a warrior. You can try to knock them down, but you can't keep them down. Their journeys are the ultimate testament to resilience and perseverance. They don't just overcome these challenges, they shatter them. They use every obstacle as a stepping stone, every doubt as fuel for their fire. They prove the naysayers wrong, not with words, but with their actions, with their success, with the incredible lives they build. They stand as powerful examples that your circumstances do not have to determine your destiny. They are living proof that the human spirit, when forged with courage and determination, can triumph over anything. What did I tell you? Incredible. As we wrap this up, I want you to just sit with that for a moment. The stories we've shared today, brought to you by our friends at Signal Health Group, are more than just inspiring anecdotes. They are a powerful reminder of the enduring spirit that defines our nation's veterans. We've seen how the discipline learned in service becomes the foundation for entrepreneurial empires. We've witnessed how the leadership forged in command uplifts entire communities. This isn't a story about what was, it's a story about what is and what will continue to be, a legacy of success, leadership, and unwavering strength. These men and women are living, breathing examples of what it means to serve. Their mission continues every single day in boardrooms, classrooms, and communities across this country. Let their journeys be a source of inspiration for all of us. No matter what mountain you're facing in your own life, remember the resilience, the adaptability, and the heart of the American veteran. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you of the power that lies within you to overcome, to achieve, and to make a difference. And finally, to every veteran watching this and to all those who have served, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your courage. And thank you for continuing to be the leaders and heroes our country needs. From me and from everyone at Signal Health Group, we see you, we appreciate you, and we honor you. God bless you all.